Will be our first official start of a dynasty, a 30-year coaching dynasty, where we are looking at taking a no-name team and building them up, and possibly becoming great with them, or moving on and not being so great. Now, what we have thought about is the Mean Green. Mean Green or Army. But, yes, we have also thought about Akron, giving us a struggle to start out. And I think we'll do that. The biggest struggle. And we will not be a recruiter. We will be a tactician. Ball coach. Now it's going to be my name. Coach Snyder. And Snyder. We will not be running an Akron playbook. We will be running a multiple offense. I thought about a 3-4 multiple defense. Alma mater is where I actually went to school. Maybe one day we'll get there and then we can go to our hometown. I think we'll try to conquer Ohio. Intense demeanor. Play sheet. Ground control. Since we're going to be a running team for the most part. Now, there we are. Oh, we don't like that mullet though. No. So once I get the coach set up, we'll just hop into recruiting and stuff for the team and start focusing on that. We won't be talking much. This is going to be more of like a gameplay. Just won't talk as much as you would think unless we're in a big game. Maybe in big games we'll talk. The gear, I'm okay with the bottom, the tops in a way. Actually, I like these. I like that. Not like that though. That'd be something I would wear. Alright. This is going to be our 30-year we will be playing 30 years. Akron has not been good at all. They won the MAC back in 2005 with the 7-6 record. That's crazy. So, we are here at Akron. We will look at different things real quick. First things first, we're going to upgrade the coach. We definitely need some pass block and run block strategies. Gameplay of sliders is something that I will be messing with a little bit here. Pass blocking, I've noticed in the game that the game does not pass block very well. So we'll give them more of that. We're going to drop these interceptions to like 30. Okay. Yeah. So that's all fine and good. There. User settings. We'll use placement and accuracy. We'll put this up to 15. Ball hawk. I don't like using switch stick too much, but I will put that at 150. So, alright. We'll look at recruits quick. Okay, so we don't have, oh wow, like, this is pretty bad. Now there's a QB. It's a 1-star, but we can't complain too much right now. We do not have
try to use the sway mechanic to get a recruit to change their mind. Finally, when a recruit is ready, stage 3 is all about you closing on the recruit. It's at this point you can host the recruit on campus.
Big numbers of guys right now.
In an effort to get a verbal commitment from the recruit before signing day.
So right now we're gonna go really heavily on our pipelines, like super heavy on our pipelines. And this is what we are looking at. Like, we are looking at really bad players right now, dude. Like, bad. This is not gonna be fun for the first couple years. Guard. Alright. Alright. So, and we'll hit up 1 4-star QB. That is in our pipeline. I do not want a pocket passer, but pure runner would be cool to get. And a dual threat. Alright. So, very quickly. So first things first, scholarships. First things first, scholarships. So, this is Akron. I've never played as an Akron, ever, in any Dynasty, ever. So, this is probably going to be one of the roughest. And I know they're the worst team in the game. So, we got 27 scholarships out. And big things that I want to see are these 4 stars real quick. See, he would be okay to get. He would be awesome to get. And I knew this was gonna happen. Without them boost. Ah, 80 speed. He's an 80 speed runner. We do got an 80 speed runner available. So our first game will be against Wyoming, Nebraska, UAB. I don't want to be playing against FCS first year out. I do not. So it would be the shit to roll into Columbus and upset the Buckeyes, but I don't feel comfortable with that. Southern Miss. We'll have Southern Miss come in. We'll play Nebraska. Wyoming? Yeah, we'll play Wyoming. So this is going to be our schedule. Wyoming, Nebraska, UAB, Southern Miss, Toledo, Central Michigan, Miami of Ohio, Ball State, Buffalo, UMass, Kent State, and Bowling Green will be our games that we got this year. In year one. So, we advance week. We'll see what week 0 has to offer here. And we're already taken out of some people's radars. So, now, do we try on him? We don't really got the funds, but we're gonna throw 50 points on him real quick. Is it this guy? He does not have the accuracy points. We'll put 10 on him. And we'll put 10 on this guy. We'll put 5 here. Come on, give me the speed, dude. Alright, right there is a guy we're gonna need to get. We just got to get a baseline for the start. All right. For the start of the Dynasty, we got 25 to 35 scholarships out. We got stuff out there. We need to win 5 games. I think that's what they said. 5 games. Now, I did see that. We'll look at coaches' contracts here quick. Yep, 4 years, 5 games. We don't even got to get to a bowl, in all honesty. So, real quick, I'm going to have to keep hitting this kid up. I'm going to have to keep hitting that kid up right there. What is this deal breaker here? TCU has a pipeline of 4 pro credential. Now, a lot of these cats came up. Did that running back go up? Is it this one? Yes. It's this guy right here. So we're going to give him another 5 points here. Now, it was this QB that I wanted to try to get. No. I know it sucks that we're going after 1 and 2 stars, but this is realistic, and that's what we're going for in this. Big game here. August 28th, 2025. We're going to see, did they give us some good options? We'll go with that. And we'll give... Alright, first game, like I said, I'm not going to talk because, in all honesty, I get kind of heated with football. So, I don't want my videos to be banned or anything like that. But, we'll talk to you guys at halftime, like a halftime show thing. And our pregame right now, I just hope that we can hold down the fort and win this game. And we'll see you guys at halftime.
As we'll see a squad from the Mountain West, the Wyoming Cowboys. And the Cowboys' long wait is coming to an end as they'll put a foot to it and the season will get underway. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So the Akron Zips offense going to get the chance to start this game off. And David, they've got a tight end who might not be a superstar, but he always seems to be in the right place, always ready to be a safety valve for this quarterback.
No, and this guy dictates to the defense. It's so nice to be able to move him around. He's the chess piece. He's the playmaker on offense that can do a lot of things. And if they're going to be successful, the big tight end's going to be the reason why.
And he's a very reliable target, too. We've seen him make some really tough catches in some big moments for this offense. He's going to have to do that in this game today. The defense is keying on him. They know that's where the quarterback's eyes are going to be going early and often in this game, so the tight end's got to step up.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Let's talk about Akron. The only important expectations are the ones inside the program, but when you start the season on the outside of the rankings looking in, it can give you a little bit of an edge, can it?
Yeah, they want to prove to everybody they should have been ranked coming into this year. These players are angry. They feel like they're being disrespected, and they want to make a point to the entire college football world with a big win today.
Yeah, and you hear it all season, and you see it every year. The teams come out of nowhere, and they feel like they've got a lot of potential, a lot of high-ranked players on the squad, and they're going to put it together, and then they'll get themselves into those rankings.
Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. And the Zips with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Leaves it with the back. There he goes. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
Man, coaches talked about they want to get this running back involved early and often and create some momentum. And this is a great way to do it. Early in this football game, ripping off an explosive run, get the juices going, and I bet you he's going to get it.
Turning it on.
And I like the quarterback making the decision quickly. I'm going to give it. I'm not going to throw the football off the RPO and just let my back get some positive yards. You're getting 5+ yards. That is a great job by the offense. Continue to stick with that.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
You just need more from your offensive line. Second and short like that, you'd love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it, but the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get a stop, and now you set up third down, and this offensive line is going to have to play a lot better here.
Tackle behind the line of scrimmage, and what a big third down stop by this defense. The Zips will call on their punt team. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Nice job to make the fair catch at the 16. Make sure that ball didn't bounce into the coffin corner. The Cowboys offense has the ball for the first time. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to...
There he goes! Oh, he's got some space. The 30, the 20. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Mustard and Brown. They strike first, and that opening drive of the season could not have gone better.
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the second level. Great vision, and then David shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
Here's the return from inside his 10. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. The Zips take over at Akron, ready to get that offense to work. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Let's see what they have dialed up as this drive starts from the 29-yard line. Takes the handoff. It's Gee. Look out, he's got room. Out across the 30 to the 39 after getting 10 on that one.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
Looking to the big tight end. Snagged in the middle. It's Newell. Makes the tackle at the 46, but it's a 15-yard gain to get them into plus territory. Handoff from the gun. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. The freshman brought down after a really nice run there.
How about that for efficiency if you're on this offense right now? 3 plays, 3 first downs. They get that one running the football. Great vision and open field running ability. Everything they're doing right now is working. This play caller is in a rhythm.
Ripping off the huge gain down to the 17-yard line. And the Zips have it with a 1st and 10. Now from inside the red zone. Quickly complete. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy...
Headed to the end zone, and he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Akron! Looking for the tie with the extra point. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Wyoming has the football back, and here comes the offense. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. After that last explosive running play, David, why not just try it again, right? Wide open spaces. He's got 98 yards for him on the ground now. What a first quarter for this guy.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. It's amazing how play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you want it.
Anderson wants to throw. Floats it out in space. The Cowboys get it past the sticks.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
Wants to throw on first down. Swings it out to the flat. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. He'll keep it himself. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. It's been punch, counter-punch throughout the early part of this game as we take a look at the first quarter stats. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. From the gun, wants to pass. No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35. And the Cowboys line up to punt it away. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. Well, what that punt lacked in height, it made up for by being short. And the punt team gets down there and touches it dead. That's where they'll put it in play. Akron has it back, ready to send that offense back onto the field. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. They tied it with a touchdown the last time they had it and trying to complement the defense's good work by taking the lead here. Is that stiff arm even a human arm? It looks like some type of steel bludgeoning device on his way to a first down. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Use the play fake, now to throw. Makes the grab, it's Curry. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
Back to throw, it's Finley. Spits it out to the back. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. The Zips will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll wave for the fair catch and haul it in at the 25. Wyoming takes over the football and the Cowboy offense on its way out. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
You know, the one thing you can say about this defense, they pursue the football. The first guy might miss, the second guy might miss, but there's going to be more and more hats flying to the ball carrier. You saw it on that play, getting a tackle for loss.
Got a man. It's Durham. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38.
when you run your slant route and it's against man-to-man, one thing you know you're going to get is hit. When that wide receiver catches the football, slants don't open up wide open. Linebackers are going to be there, safeties are going to be there, so you got to be able to take that hit and hold on to that football.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Gives it on the option. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Off the play fake. Caught near the sidelines. He'll pick up a few before going out of bounds.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
He'll pull it on the read. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17.
Well, the defense did a pretty good job that time on the option play of having someone dedicating themselves to the quarterback to get him down. Not enough to stop the offense from picking up the first down, though. The defense really needs to be keyed in on this because they're going to see this option play more and more as this game goes on.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense understanding, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
What will they dial up on 2nd and 8? Long way to go.
4-2 Snyder.
Off play action. Bought a little time, lets it go. Right on the money. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Now facing a 3rd and long. Anderson will throw. It's complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Zips take over in Akron, ready to get that offense to work. They find trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Now the pitch. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. He's out of bounds a little bit short of the 40-yard line. Let's mark it at the 38. The running game doing work.
And this defense has to be so disciplined. Like, you just got to understand, I can't all go for the quarterback. And too much attention on the quarterback. We didn't play the pitch really well. That's why this offense is really hard to stop.
And that was some kind of collision between a couple of big bodies there. And he stopped from getting the first down. Ready to fire from the pistol. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Not a lot of room on the return, but he'd already gotten the most important thing, the ball, and they have it at the 46. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Looking to throw on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Sargent. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. The Cowboys come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Pulls it and fires to the left. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down.
Love the play call on the RPO. That time the defender bites on the run fake, and that opens up the window for the slant coming in behind it. Nice job.
Rides the back and leaves it. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
And that last run is just a nice job seeing the hole, exploding through it. He has had a heck of a night. Now with that carry, over 100 yards on the game. That's the mark you really want to hit as a running back, and he's got that here tonight.
Leaves it with the back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19.
And there's really no secret to it, David. When this guy's running well, this offense is so hard to stop.
It opens up everything, and he's having a great day, showing you a little bit of everything, and this offense has got it rolling on the ground.
And the Cowboys will line it up on 1st and 10. Anderson wants to throw. He's got it. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Wyoming.
And that is a perfect job by the offense, executing that 2-minute situation. The quarterback was really in charge and focused. Made sure that all the right decisions were being made with respect to execution and the clock. This is something you practice all season long, and they execute the 2-minute perfectly here at the end of the half.
And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all. From inside his own 15, looking for room. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half.
And that's the end of the first half. I will say this is going to be a rebuild or a build. We have a lot of issues on defense, for sure. Offense, we can do some things. If it wasn't for that interception, I will take the blame for that. We just got to get better at what we're doing, and we'll see what we can do, and hopefully we do better in the second half, and maybe keep this semi-decent. But second half now.
And the Zips will boot it away to start the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Wyoming has working. Why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on up.
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
I think going into halftime trailing, this defense knew that they were going to have to start making plays here in the second half. And early in the third quarter here on this drive, they get a sack. That is really good news for this defense.
Anderson will throw. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Fires to the tight end. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the third down manageable. Really putting this up.
And the ball's out, and they're after it. He's got the ball, and he'll try to pick up a few. He'll be brought down, but he was trying with everything he had to turn that disaster into a first down and came up a little short.
That ball carrier is very lucky. That easily could have ended up in the hands of the defense. You have got to do a better job with ball security.
They punted away on 4th down. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Akron has it back, ready to send that offense back onto the field. Running back searching for a hole. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Finds his man. It's Curry. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. The sure hands, it's Adams. He is stopped at the 47-yard line, and that's not nearly enough to move the chains. The Zips will punt it away on 4th down. He'll try to really get into this one. Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. Wyoming takes over the football, and the Cowboy offense on its way out. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front 7 tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Oh, they're after him. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. The Cowboys will send out the punt unit. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. I wouldn't quite call it a shank, but that's not exactly going to go on the resume reel. And the returner will be brought down.
What a really good job by the punt team. Listen, you put all your speed, your athletes, a lot of starters are on these teams now in college football, and that's the reason why. You need these guys to go down, make plays, try to tackle these elusive guys in the open field, and, hey, even cause a turn.
Oh, a lot of space. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. And the Cowboys can really attack on this 2nd and short. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a 1st down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Sends it back in motion. Anderson wants to throw. Under fire. Swings it out to his running back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Here comes the heat. Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41.
The offensive line coach will be pulling his hair out. His head coach is okay right now because they're winning the game, but from an O-line standpoint, they've been atrocious in pass pro.
Deep shot for the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back. The Cowboys will line up to punt it away. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Now on the return. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. The Zips take over in Akron, ready to get that offense to work. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a first down. Let's see if they can put something together here. First snap of this drive will come from their own 32. Caught in the backfield, it's Curry. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him.
Quarterback just trying to spit it out to his running back in the flat there, but the defender all over him. As soon as he caught that football, he went down for a loss.
Right down the middle. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
Well, we know this guy's a weapon, not just taking handoffs, but he can catch the ball too. That play, not so much. Got to do a better job reeling it in.
Got a man, it's Adams. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. I think that receiver really had two choices there. Catch the ball, or he was going to wear it in his chest.
Yeah, he was going to be maybe taking an ice bath after too many of these curl routes. He catches them in the body.
Oh, it's a fake. And the pass goes incomplete, and they rise up to stop the fake punt on fourth down. You have an incompletion like that, you always think, why not just let the quarterback throw it? The element of trickery was afoot, and it didn't work. With the catch, it's Richardson. And gang tackling on this dude is a good idea. They needed it, but he still got the first down. Moving closer to the red zone, it's at the 27 on first down. From the gun, the running back has it. He's just outside the 20-yard line, stopped at the 21 after a pickup of 6.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Anderson will throw. And he can't pull the trigger, and that will be the final play of the third quarter. We wrap it up with a sack. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. After swapping ends of the field, that gave him a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. QB draw. There is nowhere to go. He has stopped, and it'll be fourth down from the 23. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. And this one is perfect. And that will extend their lead even further. They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work.
And with that kick, man, it's a tall order for the other side. I mean, down 3 possessions. Like, this offense is going to have to get the ball and do something with it, and do it quickly if they want to get back in this football game.
Akron has it back, ready to send that offense back onto the field. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. They'll start this drive going to the air. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops, just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the second down misfire. Quarterback may change this route. Wants to throw. It's Finley. Grab near the marker. It's Newell. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45. They flexed out that tight end a little bit, and you know the tight end's always open.
Always open. Quarterback's best friend. And this guy's a problem, Reese. He's a matchup problem because he's too big for DBs to cover, and he's too fast for linebackers to cover. He's showing you his athleticism there.
Pulls it in. It's Pope. Still running at the 40. Crosses the 35. Out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play. Spotted at the 32. And the Zips are moving quickly down the field. Wants to go up top on first down. Unloads to the wideout. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
It's really hard to win football games when you're one-dimensional offensively, and that's the case. They just have not been able to get anything going, throwing it deep down the field. They haven't won their one-on-one matchups. Quarterback has missed some throws, and as a result, in the fourth quarter, they barely have 100 yards passing, and that's why they're losing.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And his first pass is incomplete. It's tough to come in and fire one early.
And we've seen a lot of that from this offense, unfortunately. Just quarterback and wide receivers just not in sync. And sometimes it happens and they get out of sync and they don't make big plays. But, man, you're in a huge deficit. You need big plays down the field. So somebody
Converts on 4th down. Still going. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19. No hesitation, no trying to baby the ball in there. He just fired it complete.
4th down, no problem. I'm just going to rip this to my wide receiver. He believed in himself. He knew he could get it, and they get the 4th down conversion.
1st and goal and a touchdown here really gives him momentum. Looking to throw, it's Finley. That's a fly. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
You see an incompletion there. I think a big reason why this team is in such a hole right now in the fourth quarter is they have just not been able to find the explosive plays throwing the ball. And you got to wonder at this point, is it too little too late?
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You got to be aggressive, and you got to make tackles.
And he will take it in. Touchdown, Zips. Getting set for the point after. And the extra point is good, but they're still down 24-14. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. They still have work to do, trailing by 2 possessions here in the fourth. They'll line up for the onside kick. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball. Wyoming has the football back, and here comes the offense. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they scored.
The offense coughs it up, and they were on the move. Recovers the fumble, and he's still going. They knock him down finally, but boy, he was trying to make something out of that, and he stopped short of the first down marker. And the Cowboys trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Back to pass. And there might have been trouble if they hadn't gotten to him immediately. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And here's the pick, and oh, did they need that right now.
You know, could that be the play that changes the momentum now in this game? Remember, they're down, and it seems like the opponent's got this game in hand, but because of that
he's taking the shot. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on 1st down. Minutes as they come to the line for 2nd down.
Well, I always say this, when you're backed up on offense, those are some of the best opportunities to take deep shots. In all likelihood, the defense is expecting run. You're going to try and buy yourself a little bit of real estate, so they're playing press man coverage, and that's when you want to take advantage of that coverage. But the defense doing a really good job on the back end that time, being in position, forcing the incomplete.
Makes the catch along the sidelines and steps out of bounds.
And listen, everything's 4-down territory at this point when you're trailing by this much late in the game. So it's okay you didn't get the first down there, but now the pressure's on to convert this. Otherwise, it's ball game.
It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. The Cowboys are threatening on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Time is on their side, and they're going to wind that play clock all the way down. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. Now 3rd and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. They'll run play action. Fires into the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. And it slips just inside that right upright. And that lead grows even bigger. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. NC State is piling up the points here today. They've opened up a massive lead in what's shaping up to be the kind of blowout neither side will soon forget.
Looking to throw, it's Finley.
They're up 14 over East Carolina. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. This time he's got it. It's a seam wide open. It's a running room. He's at the and he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Akron. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
They'd hoped to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it. Wyoming takes over the football, and the Cowboy offense on its way out. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
Quick pass on the fly motion. Running into the open space. Nothing but green grass down the middle. Touchdown, Wyoming. Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house.
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach. And that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
From inside the 10, here he comes. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Dropping back, it's Finley. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
Well, the quarterback off target on that one. And in this 2-minute situation, you've got to be able to call and run passing plays that you feel.
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. The fake spike trying to catch the defense napping. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense. Now it's 4th down.
Great job by the defense not being fooled by the fake spike. There's more and more teams running this play now, and the defense was ready for it.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. And it's going to be batted down. They'll turn it over on downs. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Direct snap. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Wouldn't be surprised to see them go right back to the run on 2nd down and maybe put this thing away. The give on the option. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can pick up the first without scoring. Rides the back on the option, the give. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop. Bitterly disappointing start to the season as they can't come up with a W and open 0-1.
And that will be the first game.
This is not the performance they were expecting here
Like
today.
they're saying,
There were plays to be made on the field.
very much not the performance I was expecting. But I wasn't predicting a win. Actually, I'm not predicting any wins this season. We got a lot of building to do, and I'm going to be playing one more. I switched back to revamped passing. I'm not so great with that passing that I had there. I do notice we need to get better players quickly. So, not a lot of guys are at risk of transferring, so that's pretty good. But we definitely will need some help moving forward. 2 tackles and an interception. Yeah. I forgot. Oh boy. Okay. We go into Nebraska, then at UAB, and then Southern Miss. Toledo, Central Michigan. I think we're going to play the Nebraska game, and that's going to be it for the first video of this Dynasty. We'll probably be doing another video here shortly. Maybe not tomorrow, but he wants proximity to home, so we'll hit him up with proximity to home, and we're gonna hope. I mean, hope against hope for this game. This is a hope against hope. Nebraska. Akron. I'm just going to try to keep this one respectable. There is absolutely no shot of us winning. And if we can keep it respectable, okay. But this is our big game, our power school. We will be taking on 1, maybe 2, depending on the season and how I feel about the team. A power school, power 4 school, Big Ten, SEC, more than likely a Big Ten school. But this is the big game, so wish us luck. Here we go.
The Cornhuskers will kick it away to start us off. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So Akron's offense will get first crack at it today. They're going to be met by one of the best defenses in the nation, David, and I know seeing a defense doing what they want, when they want to do it, makes you a happy man.
Well, defense is starting to make a comeback. Like, I'm excited about this new era of football. Like, we're seeing better tackling and we're seeing better coverage than we were a couple years ago. And this defense is fun to watch them on tape, fun to talk to their coaches. Jesse, this defense has been consistent all year long.
And they're dialed in, and they're so talented. They've got multiple NFL draft picks on that side of the football, and they don't have to change a lot week to week. This defense dominates. They do what they do, and they don't care if you know it. You can't do anything against them.
The black shirts looking to this crowd, and they are delivering energy on this big third down. Pass is incomplete, but a lot of contact there. I think it's going to be pass interference and a first down. Back to pass, it's Finley. Safe completion on the screen. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
I love screen passes on offense, and you got to do them in different ways. To the running backs, you can do them to receivers, do them to tight ends. Didn't gain any yards on that one, but don't be afraid to dial that play up again later.
Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Snap from the gun on third down. Finds a spot in the middle. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
Well, it's a nice job tackling on defense. I know one guy missed, but you saw the effort. Other guys coming and flying to the football. They knew how big that third down was. They had to get the stop to give themselves a chance to now get off the field.
Signals for the fair catch and makes it at the 20. The Cornhuskers offense will take the field for the first time. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day, and I think
he's loose. Turning on the Jets. He's finally stopped, but a big play there with his feet as he moves those sticks.
That is why you have to contain this guy. If you let him get out, he is an explosive play waiting to happen. And after that big gainer, I'd like to see how this defensive coordinator is going to try to get after him as the game goes on, because a play like that can make you rethink your entire game plan.
Shakes off the defender. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Fine play action. He lobs one high down the left side. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
And that's how pressure on a quarterback can affect the passing game. They were able to get after him on that play, and as a result, the QB made a bad decision, forcing that football into double coverage.
Catch in the middle. It's Markway. They get him stopped at the 32. A solid pickup, but it will bring up a 4th down and decision time. They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. Nestled just inside that right upright. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
This is a team that really prides themselves on starting fast. We've seen that before, and here they are playing at home today. Nice job on the opening drive. Lots of poise, good emotion. They don't get the touchdown they would have liked, but they kick a nice field goal. They've got the lead. Head coach has to be happy.
Looking for room. It's Curry. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Caught in the backfield. It's Polk. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. Got his man. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
Man, and that's just making it way too easy on the defense. They're laughing at that short field. They're like, really? Okay, we'll just make an easy tackle, jog our punt return team out on the field. You're going to make it that easy for us.
And how about this lower intestinal fortitude? 4th and 1 in your own territory, and they're going. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work.
aggressive. You want to be aggressive. You want to take chances, and you tell your team about it all week, and you come out and you get an opportunity in the first half to go for it on 4th down. You shot your shot. The problem is now you put your defense in a bad situation early in this game where you're going to have to try to find a way to get a stop and create some momentum.
Hey, pulling down after a 4-yard gain down to the 24. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Scanning the field, it's Raiola. Gets rid of it. Caught over the middle. It's Markway. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Husker.
A big question mark for this offense coming into the year, guys. Who could score touchdowns? Who are going to be their biggest playmakers on offense? This guy scored in the first game. He's off to a great start in this one with that touchdown. This guy looks like the real deal.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Zips take over at Akron, ready to get that offense to work. That fourth down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to...
There he goes. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing. Lots of good stuff on that play. You slow down the rush, you get a completion, and you move the chains.
And most importantly, you're right. You don't force a short yardage situation that you have to get. Nice job. Invite that rush up the field. Take advantage of the aggressiveness of the defense.
He's going up top. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, I love the effort by the quarterback, right? Gets a little bit of pressure. He's able to scramble to his right, extend the play, and he tried to take a shot deep down the field, just not on the same page with his intended target.
Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football.
To the air, it's Finley. Fires left. Another incompletion on third down. The Zips will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. First snap of this drive comes from the 32. To the air on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Bonner. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Behind the chains now on second and long. Looking to fire. Gonna let it fly. Makes a grab along the left sideline for the huge gain. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. The feel of this whole drive changed on that last big play. They've got it 1st and 10 outside the 30. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Caught behind the line. It's Johnson. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. After that last completion, it's second down. Out of the gun to give to the back. Got the first down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Nebraska is on top. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. They largely dominated the first quarter and built a nice lead to get started. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Now the play fake. Got it in the middle, it's Hunter. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep. The Huskers trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. Slams ahead. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line. No farther than that. No gain on the play.
You hear a lot of coaches talk about bend, don't break, and it's in these areas of the field down in your own goal line defensively where you want to just stiffen up. And they did a really nice job on first down, stopping the run.
And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
That is just what you want defensively, right? Bend, don't break. They drove down the field a little bit. They got second and goal. Boom. Create that negative play. Now they got third and goal. Now they got to make some decisions. Do they want to be conservative? Do they want to be aggressive? Either way.
Touchdown, Nebraska! They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession.
Man, this offense has started the season off so good. 1-0 a week ago, right? Now building on it again. Great job putting points on the board. It's still the first half, but this unit looks dialed in.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Colorado State is currently working from behind, but how many times have we said that and then witnessed something special happen? This time of year, you just never know.
The option look. He'll pitch it. Nice move to keep running. Knocked down after picking up 5 out to the 24.
Playing the option, man. Consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 27-yard line. And the Zips come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Gives it on the option. Turning it on! They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Gives it on the option. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Might be changing the route. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They'll send the back in motion. Quick pass on the jet motion. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. They've got it at the 41, 3rd and short, trying to keep the chains moving. Looking for a man. It's Finley. Makes the grab on the left. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. The Zips will try to pin them back with the punt. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. He'll make the fair catch at the 13, and they will have less than favorable field position here. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Basically everything they've tried has worked, scoring a couple of touchdowns and a field goal in their first 3 possessions. Not a lot of room there. Give him a couple to the 16. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. They'll move the wide receiver. The play action fake. Finds his man. It's Johnson. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Offense breaks the huddle on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure coming. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. And the Huskers decide to punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. He'll loft one deep down the left side. Makes the grab at the 10. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got us to be able to score points on this drive.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick its way to the end zone. Driving its way all the way down to the 3-yard line. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. And they'll try it again after getting nothing on 2nd down. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Zips.
And that's a nice drive, a nice physicality, punching it in with the run game. And here's the thing. I like where this offense is going. Nice job creating some momentum, going into the half, cutting down the lead. This thing could get really exciting. Nice job answering the bell right before the half.
On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Looking for a man. It's Raiola. They go to the wide receiver screen. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Fires one high and deep. He's got it. And the big gain, they've got it on the 46. They were backed up, and then suddenly they weren't. They've got it 1st and 10 now inside the 50. Looking downfield on 1st down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Markway. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. So now it's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Catch in the middle, it's Hunter. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. The Cornhuskers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. Ball at the 38. The defense will try to get a stop on 3rd and short. Looking to throw for it. Flushed out of the pocket. Picks up the 1st down and gets down to avoid contact. The Huskers will hustle to the line. Double time, hustling to the line to stop the clock. Running out of time here in the 1st half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looking downfield, and time is running short. Snags it over the middle. And the defense makes the tackle, and that ought to do it here in the 1st half. Got to save every precious second, and the spike stops the clock. That's going to wrap up the 1st half here, and now we join Kevin with the
That's the 1st half. Some things I could improve on, I think. But to be only down 10 right now is key for me. And I'll take that. So I know this game wasn't going to be easy, so back to the 2nd half.
And the Zips will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the 2nd half. He'll bring it out. It's Hunter. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. They'll open the 2nd half on the ground. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll give it to Johnson. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And you gotta love this defensive performance so far. Done such a good job against a running back that you saw last week, man. He can go off. He can make big plays. He can chew some yardage up and keep an offense on schedule. Nice job by this defense locking in and shutting down the run game so far.
Really nice job to get it past the sticks, pick up the first down at the 30. And the Huskers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Stopped after a pickup of 4. Good run to get it out to the 34. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
There he goes. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. The Cornhuskers have their offense in high gear. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line, a loss of 1. After losing a couple of yards, it's now 2nd and 12 as they try to keep this drive moving. To throw, it's Raiola. Looking down the middle. Got him downfield. Slicing and dicing through this defense, and they've got it down to the 23. Now let's see if they can follow up that huge play. 1st and 10 from the 23. Motion from the wideout. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Back to pass. Caught in the backfield, it's Johnson. Oh, he's got some space. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. The Huskers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Gonna look downfield again. Grabbed over the middle, it's Key. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11. Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, you got to give the defense credit. They knew a big key in this one was slowing this dude down, especially after how well he played the last time out. They have been swarming him. They have been gang tackling him and getting a lot of penetration up front.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Cornhuskers. Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these 2 guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these 2 guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
Akron has it back, ready to send that offense back onto the field. Trailing now by 17, David. This is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points and our defense hasn't played great. I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, you know, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points up, this thing might be over. So absolutely, this quarterback, he wants to drive this offense down the field and at least put something.
The Zips are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. Off the play fake. Fires to the wideout. He makes a catch. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. A couple of yards shy of the first down marker, but they've decided this is 4-down territory. The offense still on the field. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air, it's Finley. It's complete on the right side. Across the 50 and knocked out of bounds at the 48. An explosive play gets this offense working. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. It's incomplete and maybe a little too aggressive from this senior trying to fit that one in there. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. That's caught. It's pulled. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion in wide open spaces. Offenses gain momentum with third down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. And the Zips back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Snagged in the middle. It's Adams. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Looking to fire. He put it out there for him, and this senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You've got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
They'll try to power it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Akron.
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
And the extra point is good, but they're still down 24-14. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. The returner will field it and try to do some business. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Well, the last time they had it, the long field didn't bother them in the least, and they'll try to do it again.
You know, the problem with calling option is that you can't limit the hits on your quarterback, and he got absolutely leveled by the defender on that one. Now you got to wonder how many...
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Gets it out to the 27-yard line, and they'll move the chains for a first down.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff, where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Grabbed behind the line. It's Hunter. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Back to throw. It's Raiola. They'll run the screen. Got room to work. They'll go out of bounds at the 38-yard line as this offense patiently tries to work the ball out of its own end. And the Huskers are rolling down the field. Looking to throw on first down. Quickly complete. He'll be run out of bounds, but we've got laundry on the field. Let's see what that's about. I know defenders hate quarterbacks and love nothing more than hitting them, but you're hitting yourself in the gut. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, the QB decided to keep running these types of option plays, but he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got an open man. Touchdown, Husker! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Dropping back, it's Finley. Hauls it in. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. Snags it down the right side. The freshman brought down after bringing that one in.
Well, I'll give this offense some credit because they've got a lot of fight. There is no quit in them, and they're obviously trailing by a big amount in this game. They haven't had a lot of success, but they're still taking shots, and their players are still out there competing.
Sends it downfield. They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be 2nd down.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been able to get it going throwing the football. This guy still has not thrown a touch.
Unleashes one deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
You know, it's one thing to take shots early in a game when the defense may not be expecting it, but at this point, 4th quarter, you're trailing by a lot. They know you're going to do it, and the defense was expecting that one. Great job in the back end.
Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a 1st down.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the 1st down, and they like to do this. When they make a 1st down, they want to go fast, they want to crank up the tempo.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. He wants to throw it again. Looking for the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game, so they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job by the defense being in position to force the incompletion.
He'll take a shot. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. And that decision will be questioned for a while. They'll start this drive from their own 35-yard line. Quarterback on the keeper. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Grab behind the line. It's Hunter. And this one will be stopped for no gain. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. It'll be 3rd and long. To the air. It's Raiola. Thrust that arm out. Great awareness by this defense to know where the 1st down line was and stop him just a little bit short. Big 4th down decision coming. The kick is on its way. Wants to bring it back. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
Well, the defense really stepped up in this game. They knew they had to slow down this passing attack. They knew they had some matchups they were going to have to win one-on-one. They've been able to do that, and as a result, they haven't allowed 200 passing yards in this game.
The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. The Zips with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on 3rd and short from the 49. Under fire. Blasted as he lets it go.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on 4th down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on 4th down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a 1st down. The offense will quickly use a timeout. Wants to throw on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking to pass. It's Finley. Here's a heat. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. 8th play of the drive coming up. Off play action. Got it behind the line. It's Williams. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the 1st down. Well, after back-to-back losses, this team is really...
That was a little bit more respectable than I thought it was going to be. It was a very hard game. Here's the stats. 369 yards of offense given up. We did okay. I think we could have did better, but as a start here at Akron, definitely going to be some work for our coach and the team as a whole. Definitely got to work on that O-line. Definitely just got to work on everything. We got UAB up next, and that could be the game that we need. If you guys want to come visit, we're gonna have them come visit. Hopefully they want proximity to home. Right now we do not have yeah. This is just gonna be rough. Alright, that's it for episode 1 of the Dynasty. 0-2. Team stats. We'll go look at them quick. We aren't the worst team, but we're not even up there. Offensive wise, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. We're 124th in offense. 124th in offense. Defensive wise, we are not one of the worst teams in defense. Well, that's a positive for us, at least. We're just right there with like Penn State and them. That's actually pretty good. Defensive points allowed, we definitely need some help. Passing yards could definitely need some help. Red zone efficiency, yeah. Turnovers, yeah. We need some help. So, here's season stats for us. We may. Switch out. I want to see his player card. We may. We may. Switch out Johnny Brockhart for Finley. Finley. I just don't know, man. I just don't know. Injury report so far this season. Nobody. So, with team schedule, the next episode, we're definitely going to be playing UAB. Probably play Southern Miss. If I play tomorrow morning, we'll play UAB and Southern Miss. If I wait till Monday, we'll be playing UAB like a lot. The goal is to, by Wednesday, when I have to go back to work, to play through this season. Hopefully we can win a couple games, maybe. Thinking UMass, Kent State might be able to be one that we can win. Central Michigan, maybe. So, but that's it for this episode. Thanks, guys, for watching.